Hey guys, welcome to another video. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing. Today's video, we're going to be talking about lifting straps, what they are, when to use them, and why we use them, and a couple of controversial points around them. So if you're unsure what I'm talking about, these are lifting straps. You can get them in a variety of different styles, but this is the type that I recommend to my clients and the type that I use myself. And it's basically a small loop with a bit of strap, with a bit of padding on the strap, and then about a 35 centimeter long strap. And the way you put it on is I like to have the tail running parallel with my pinky. So I put it around my wrist and then put it on like that. And then I do the same thing with the other one. It has nothing to do with which way the riding is facing. It is all to do with how the straps sit on your hand. Now, that's what they are, but what do they do? If you don't already know, I'm going to cover that right now. What they do is they assist your grip, because when we lift heavy weights or even light weights for a long amount of time and we reach a point of fatigue, our grip can fail us. If our grip is failing us, then we're not going to get the most out of the muscle group that we're intending on training. So, for example, if I was lifting this barbell from the floor, I can get my straps and my hands, I would go over the bar and the strap would go under the bar, and then I go around once if it's a lighter weight and I don't need as much assistance, or twice if I need more. And then with practice you get really good at this, but you can sort of throttle it on until it's nice and tight. Now that's going to take the weight away from my grip strength and onto the strap and around my wrist instead of through the forearm muscles. And the reason I say forearm muscles is because these forearm muscles are the muscles responsible for grip. Now, some people don't think you should use straps, and my argument to their point is often one that's not too thought about. And people say you shouldn't wear straps because if you're using a strap, then you are failing to develop your forearm strength or your grip strength. And that is true to a degree. However, my counter argument to that is, what muscle are you training? If you're doing deadlifts, do you intend on training your entire posterior chain, and including your hamstrings, glutes, lower back, upper back? Are you planning on training those muscles till complete exhaustion, or are you planning on training for grip strength? Yes, you can work on both, but I think typically I would recommend avoiding straps until your forearms are clearly holding you back from progressing with the muscles you're actually intending on training. So you might do your warm-up sets or your first working set with no straps, and then you may need to bust them out to help you finish off the volume intended for your workout plan. So that's my stance on straps, and I'm a big advocate of them, because if you're training very consistently, your forearms can easily get overused and you can develop tendinopathies in the elbow joint, so you can get your tennis elbow or golfer's elbow symptoms, and that can persist and become a real chronic injury and issue. So if you're interested in avoiding that, then I would recommend using straps for your predominant pulling days and any lifting that's requiring a lot of forearm strength and use. But then any day where it's like pushing, then you're not really going to need them. You're not going to need them for bicep curls. It's more your rows, your lat pull down or chin up or pull up sort of movements, and definitely your deadlifts. If you're performing a 1 rep max or a double or a triple with a barbell deadlift or a trap bar deadlift, sumo, conventional, whatever the variation may be, you could more than likely you could pull your max weight with chalk and no lifting straps, so that's where you're not going to really need them. That's going to definitely come down to your hand toughness. You may rip off calluses and injure your hands. That's just part of the territory. It comes with the nature of lifting. But another benefit to wearing straps is you're going to be holding fabric, which is definitely less coarse and aggressive on your hands. So if you're not interested in potentially ripping off a callus or skin and getting those injuries, then another benefit there. That's pretty much my opinion on straps. I love them. I did develop tendonitis in my elbows, which I had to manage for about 18 months. And once I realized what it was and what was causing it, I changed up my training. I wore my straps a lot more. I also wore a strap around here to help alleviate the, well, basically shifts the insertion point of the muscle, so it allows that bit of tendon to recover. But that's something for another video. But yeah, to sum it up, straps, they're good to aid if your forearms are stopping you from pushing the primary movers to exhaustion. Okay, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, drop a comment down in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next one.